Hello, I am back live today and I'm going to be talking about why photos are so important to show your personal brand, to show who you are, and to get that real energy and vibe of you coming through the photos. I'm going to be joined by Meg Richards from Cruise Creations, who is my wonderful collaborator and also, yes, just gorgeous, amazing photographer who's taken my photos. So I'll be having her join soon. I would like to acknowledge the traditional landowners the land on which we meet today and I'm speaking on. I am in the Gold Coast and this is the traditional landowners are the Yugambeh people. I acknowledge the elders past, present and emerging, and I pay my respects. Okay, so we're going to soon have Meg joining us. If you haven't seen already, jump into the link in my bio and you will see our photo shoot that is coming up. So on the 11th of March, we are hosting a personal brand photo shoot day on the Gold Coast. I better turn that off actually, otherwise we're going to be so yes, we're having that on the 11th of March, so that we have 7 women max, and we actually sold out the first spot in a few hours, so we chose to put on a second spot on the same day. So that link is in my bio, and if you're available, do snap that up because we still now only have 3 spots left, so it is going really quickly. Meg is going to jump in now. Cruise Creations. Hey Meg. She's coming. Internet and all that stuff. There she is. Hey.
Hello.
She's on the couch. She's in the studio. Where are you today?
Yeah, in the studio today on the couch.
Welcome. So yes, I just wanted to welcome you, Meg, my wonderful friend and also collaborator. And we are going to talk today about why photos are important for your personal brand and how you can show your brand and show you in your photos. And obviously this is your specialty. But while you're here, we're also going to talk to you a little bit about Reels because you are the queen.
The queen, yes.
The real queen.
Sorry, I just got really overwhelmed by the amount of people that just joined and almost
I
died.
know. Wow. Have you done many lives, Meg?
No, I'm good at like filming and making my reels and then watching them back over to make sure they're okay. But seeing, yeah, it's cool. Hello,
I love it. So, we might make this into a Q&A as well, so chuck your questions, but I do have some questions for Meg. If it seems like a lot of people here know you, but if they don't know you, Meg, can you just introduce yourself and what Cruise Creations is all about?
I'm Meg, as everyone may know. Cruise Creations is just a creative hub of digital creations, mainly photography, product photography, and then just whipping up creative goodness into social media and for people's products. And of course, making kick-ass reels that are funny as shit.
Yes, and oh my gosh, I remember when you were celebrating that you had 50,000 followers, and then I
know.
feel like it was like a week later, and then you had 100,000.
I know, it was insane. It blows my mind still to this day. It's overwhelming. It's like, holy shit, people actually like this shit? Like, this is cool.
I feel like, we're running our photo shoots, and I know a lot of the people who commented on the post, they were quite like, I wish any time I was in the Gold Coast, I want to be in the photo shoot. But it looks like, we've got Charleston, Chicago, Louisiana. I saw Seattle, San Francisco. Are we going to just take this photo shoot on a tour, do you think?
I think so, yeah. Hands up who wants a tour.
Yeah, who's joining the tour? Boston.
Hi from Boston. We're from Australia. Wow. Someone just asked accents. We're from Australia. Maryland.
I think a lot of people, even me, when I first saw your reels, I just assumed, because I guess you have such a following, assumed you must have an American background, and then I just saw that you were on the Gold Coast, which is crazy because I live on the Gold Coast.
Everyone thinks I'm American. I think it's because for so long I did the voiceovers and like the songs and stuff, people never actually heard my accent, and people are still to this day like, oh, you're from Britain? Are you English? I'm like, no, Australia. People just tend to, they don't know until they actually hear me speak that I'm from Australia. And then people on the Gold Coast are like, holy shit, you're local to me. You live down the road from me. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, it was very, very good for me because I wanted to do photos and I went to your website and then saw my friend Mackenzie and you had done her wedding. I couldn't believe it. You know,
Mm.
such a small world. But we, yeah. And then I said, you know, can we do a photo shoot together? And you did my photos. I think it was like, our first one was maybe August or September. And they were
Yes.
beautiful. So my cover photo, my photo for this account is taken by Meg. I'm about to update my website, Meg. You'll love that with a lot of the photos that we've taken
Yes.
recently. My Live and Love Your Brand podcast, the cover, the tile is the photo that you took. So
Yes.
really loving it. And then what came out of that was that, you know, a lot of my clients, one of the things that's holding them back from showing up online
Yeah.
is not having images that really are, well, are quality, but also show who they are. I think people think photo shoots are very fancy, and maybe there's something that, you know, you
Yeah,
only do at
exactly.
corporate, or that like it
Yeah.
costs the earth, but it's actually something that as a business owner is quite achievable and
Yeah.
actually quite necessary. So tell me why
Yeah.
photos are important for people's business and their brand.
I think photos, good images in general, are good for your business because it gives a first impression, like an overall visual. I think a visual is really important of, one, who you are, what you're all about, and what you stand for, and your business ethos. So it's really good to show branding images, like, hey, this is me, this is who I am, and then obviously other images to showcase your product at a higher level. So it basically brings you immediately to the top. As soon as you get professional photos, it just, you start from the top. And you know, someone will buy with their eyes as well. They don't necessarily buy with how good something is. They'll buy with their eyes, or they'll want to hire you because they see, you know, you've actually taken initiative to step up your brand and get a professional photo for yourself. So in general, photos are really important for any brand. Oh, hello from
Absolutely.
everybody, Florida, Germany.
I know, Germany. We did have a Queenslander there, so there's a few
We
locals.
did.
I feel like we're really outnumbered on this, but if you
Obviously,
are a local on the
Toronto.
Gold Coast, let us know. I will shout out again that we are having our photo shoot soon, and it's been so popular that we have decided we're going to roll those out throughout the year.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah,
it's cool.
so
I love that we're doing it every quarter. I think that's really important. And plus, people can come back. You know, they want new, fresh photos every however long. It's handy to have those
someone was
photos. Yeah,
calling me.
yeah. I'll keep updating. You know, you could change in 6 months' time. Oh, I want to get new photos. I dyed my hair. You know, Sunny Coast, what's up? Sorry, I get really distracted.
Well, the thing, yeah, no, look, I'm live. Don't call me. I'm just gonna have to write to them. Just on a call, just on a live. So no, but as you said, I mean, one, we change our image, but two, when it's someone like me, I'm using my images so much, like I'm using them in my content,
exactly.
that you sort of exhaust them as well. And you know, you've used them so much that it's like, okay, well, if I want to catch people's attention again, a new image, you know, but still me will help that. And I think what you do so beautifully is that you make people so comfortable, Meg, and you understand as well the aesthetic and the brand that somebody's trying to communicate. So, you know, you were able to bring that out. And so then when people see the image, they feel connected to the person, which is important. It's not, we're not talking about going and getting your hair all zhuzhed and having a fan blowing. I do have a fan blowing because it's hot, but you want to be looking like you, and then let the photographer do their best, right?
Yeah, pardon?
You want to like do, you know, you want to look like you, but the photographer will bring out your best.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so important to make people feel comfortable, especially when they're in front of a camera, because like for me, I've been taking photos for years and taking bazillions, but I'm rarely in them, and I understand what it feels like to be uncomfortable behind a camera. You need to feel comfortable with yourself. Don't be embarrassed, you know, and that's the whole point of us. We chat and talk, and, you know, everyone needs to feel comfortable in that space. So their photos come across comfortable and happy and who they are, and rather than being, you know, scared and shy, you have to feel comfortable. And I think having a photographer that makes you feel comfortable is super duper important, because the end result will be so much better if you guys can connect.
Yes, and you do that so well. And that's what we had in December. We had with 7 women, and it was just
Yeah.
kind of fun. And it worked. I think you were
Yes,
like,
it is.
oh, is it going to work with so many people? Or like, how are we going to get everyone done? And it flew by, but really
Exactly,
productively.
it does. It's so much fun.
And now
It's
you
awesome.
have created a studio. So tell me about your studio.
I'll show you actually while everyone's here. That's all my stock there. I've got props over there, shooting section, branding section, and then my desk and my setup and my chairs and stuff. Oops, I think I just emojied myself. Yeah, no, studio space is perfect because it gives you that like home, that home of creativity. It's better being in a spot to work and have people come to you, you know. It's so good. I love it. The studio's been the best thing ever. It's such a step up from what I've been used to for the past few years. So yeah, it's such an investment, but it's totally worth it.
It makes a difference too in terms of like, you know, when we were trying to find a venue, when some
Yeah.
venues charge and then there might
Yeah.
be other people around, which makes it uncomfortable too. And then making sure that you're going to get those, you know, the lighting and get the setting and, you know, just to create that space together to get the best image out of people. So, I mean, and you have a beautiful aesthetic as we've just seen.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to have people come here, feel comfortable, be in a nice space. That's obviously, you know, a massive thing when it comes to branding, especially when you can come to me and anyone can come here anytime and hang out even, but it's good to have that space that's nice and comfortable for people to get photos in, you know?
Yes, yeah. And then, so tell us as well, like, you've been creating actually a checklist. So what are some things that people should think about or bring when they're going to go and do their own photos?
Yeah, I mean, you can get your hair and makeup done. That's completely everyone's call. I'd never ask anyone to do that, but if they did want to do that, that's definitely on the checklist. The thing with hair and makeup is that when you've got your makeup done, editing looks very different as well. So it does enhance it a lot. Looks good. Another thing, we bring props. So if you want to have a photo with your glasses or your laptop, it's good to bring stuff that you use every day that, you know, you can use in your images. It's a bit more homey then. A location, of course, you've got to confirm a location. You've got to lock that in. That's obviously discussed depending on the type of shoot. That's kind of locked in as well. What else was on there?
Outfits, because people worry
Outfits.
a lot about outfits, but we obviously want to keep it quite simple, right?
Yeah, outfits is cool because, you know, I tell people generally bring 2 or 3 outfits because you want to be able to utilize your images in different platforms as well and different different platforms, different marketing collateral. So it's good to have different outfits for different scenes so you can utilize them all year in different areas.
Yeah. And I think it's like a jacket, something simple like a jacket and a scarf that you can just take on and off, and it really adds a totally different look.
Your outfit, you know, that's a whole other different kind of shoot look, you know, and then you're not flogging the same images in the same outfit for a few months, you know.
I think this is blowing your mind a little. We have New York, we have Texas, we have Florida, UK.
Hello from Richmond, Virginia. I know it's insane.
So a lot of people here want to know, and you know, it's been something that I've been playing with the last few days too, or the last few months, and I always am talking to you about it. But it's Reels, and people are starting to get into Reels, and you really got on that bandwagon early. Why did you start Reels? Like, how did you get into Reels?
I just thought that'd be fun, you know, and I started doing them because I wanted to start doing photography reels and how-tos for beginners. You know, like me, it would have been helpful to have that help. And then I started doing that. It just wasn't really taking off. And I was like, you know what? This doesn't really, not everyone is interested in this shit. They're interested, you know, and they're interested as you as a person, as a brand. So I was like, you know what? I'm just so sick of like doing hair and makeup, looking all good for these reels, doing these flippy transitions and shit. I was like, I'm just going to do something funny. I'm going to just get out there and do something funny. And it's just, people started liking it and like, oh my God. And like, you're a photographer. What? You do this. You're creative. And I'm like, yeah. And they see, you know, I wanted to just keep doing them because it's so fun and so funny. And I can just laugh at myself. And I think that's the most important thing, is if you can laugh at yourself. And that's why I wanted to keep doing reels. And, you know, I just wanted to get on the bandwagon as well. I think it's really important in the social world to get on the trendy bandwagons because You don't want to be left behind in this because it's a super competitive industry, especially with Instagram being a major platform. It's really important to get on trainer, but do it the way you want to do it, not how everyone else wants you to do it.
Yeah, I think that's important. It's like how, because some people are like, oh, well, I don't want to dance, so I'm not going to do a reel, or I don't want to do pointing.
Exactly.
I don't know if have you ever done pointing? Like, do you ever do
maybe.
pointing?
I think I have actually. I've done some really dodgy pointing, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. It's not what reels are all about. They don't need to be like that. They can be anything you want them to be. They can be, you know, the car ones or singing, dancing, even about your industry, about you making something, you doing something. They can be really anything. Honestly, they don't need to be all about the transitions and the trendy tunes. They don't need to be that. They just need to be fun, and people will attract to you what you put out.
Well, and you don't, I think when you overthink it, like even yesterday I did one with some friends and we just did a cute little handing an envelope, but then I had to do the end video, and then it was like, I don't know, my hair, I was like getting all worried, and then I wasted so much time when the first video I did was really quick, and then all the other ladies, I think just doing it is probably, you see something and you go, you know what, that's fun, I want to give it a go, I'll try and do what they're doing, and then put it out, right?
Exactly. But that's the thing, like, it's good to not always do what everyone else is doing at the same time. You want to be unique and you want to do something yourself. Yeah, don't get me wrong. We all see reels and we remake them. That's fantastic. But at the same time, you don't need to pinpoint everything to be the same as somebody else that's done well, because someone's reel that does really well might not do the same for you, because they're all so unique. And that's why reels are so much fun, is because they are all so different.
And that's understanding your voice too, because like one of the first ones I saw of you, and I thought it was so funny, was like, the best way to wake me up in the morning is to never fucking do it in the first place. And I just thought that was so funny. And I saw other people do it too, but yours was the one that I saw first, and then I kept coming back to you. But like, I think I've only sworn in one reel. Like, I don't, you know, my brand is Lovely, so I like some of the songs, but I'm like, oh, it's a bit too like gangster or sweary for like what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And so that's me, but like, and that's fine. I think they look great, but I'm just like, I just wouldn't use that song, you know?
Exactly. And that's totally fine. And that's the joys of it. There's ample opportunities to choose anything you want to do on reels. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. And if you don't want to swear or carry on and be cray-cray, you don't have to, because you want, you know, again, like, you're attracting what you put out at the same time. But if it's not you as a person, you know, feel comfortable do it, then don't do it, you know?
And then, you know, like you're saying, because I think sometimes people do use them as a business technique, and they attract business, but like, you've decided to go about it more about that personal, like showing up you and just getting to know you. And you, like you said, what did you say? You used a word, and you say about another friend who, like, you were saying, I'm a bit of a gronk or something. It was like, you're like, I'm just a crazy, this is me, I'm showing this side, I don't want to show the whole like side. You used a word, it was just so funny, but you're like, this is what you get.
Feral?
Feral, probably feral. Which, should we explain what feral means to Americans? Like, I don't think they would.
Oh, Americans
overseas.
don't know any other continent. Feral is just like, I was going to say bogan, but again, bogan's like redneck, and that's not the same thing. Oh, feral is just like me. I don't know. I mean, the technical world, feral is actually disgusting, but I say it as in a joking manner.
Like
feral's
a bit crazy, I think, a bit low
Yeah,
like
I think feral's a bit out there, a bit like unorthodox, you know.
Yeah, wild animal. She's a wild animal. Absolutely.
Yeah, wild animal.
Can't control her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, feral is what we say in Australia.
Feral. I love it. But, you know, you really own that. And then, my alarm keeps going off. It's so annoying. I'm sure we're talking very fast as well. Americans tend to find that we talk quite fast. I slow it down, but when I'm listening to podcasts and stuff, I always speed them up.
Oh, no, that's okay. Sorry, I just saw someone saying cats, you can't touch a feral.
That's probably fair, Meg. You don't want people just coming up and touching you, so that would be weird.
Farm animal.
Yeah, sexy farm animal. Go with that.
Yeah.
Somebody did ask before, and I don't know if they're still on, but we are both in the Gold Coast by chance, but Meg is definitely both based in Queensland, Australia. We're very lucky to have her here, which is amazing.
Yes, it's so good. I love it.
do tell me though, how has Reels impacted your business? Like, how has it changed your business?
It's changed like my entire view on my business in general when it all really took off, because it gave me more exposure, because I felt like I had this little bit of a talent. You know, we all doubt ourselves, but it was so good to see that Reels really opened up people to see me, and that what makes me more happy than anything is that people message me and say, hey, like, I've got like an illness and you literally just made my day. People say I make their day all the time, and I think that's what it's all about for me at the moment. I make people's day, and or make them smile or laugh. But, you know, it's so good. It brings people to me. I love connecting. I love chatting. I love talking. I love people seeing my work, and it's given me the opportunity to grow my business, to be more, get more reach and exposure. So in general, Reels has helped me and send people my way that want to see, you know, see me. So
yeah. Someone's asking, what is your business? So we better say that again.
No, I'm not a comedian. I'm a photographer, but I'm a comedic photographer, creative.
You are. Well, your business is called Creations, and you are creative, but, you know,
Yeah.
I think the focus has generally been the photography, and something else you created, which was really cool, because you do have people from all over the world who are following you, who wanted to work with you, and obviously can't come for a personal brand photo shoot. I mean, if you want to buy a ticket for sure, but to fly here, but the products, tell me about your mini brand product shoots that you were offering.
I offer heaps of different types of product photography services. It really depends on what they need, what a business needs, whether it be like between, I do up to 60 to 250 plus image brands. But I love product photography. I find that you can really get in your zone with product photography at the same time as I love working with people. But product photography is so fun because you get to get so creative with it, and it's just great fun.
And you don't have to, with the product photography, you don't have to like go to them. That's, I guess, the beauty is people can send it to you.
Exactly. Yeah, people from all over the world send me stuff to shoot for them. Sometimes I go to places to shoot stuff, but obviously now having a studio space, I can store everything safely and then also send it back or hold on to it for more shoots. So no, it's so good to be able to get stuff shipped to you and to be able to utilize your space and then send it straight back. Like, you know, you don't need to. And I work with people in the US. I have a lot of clients overseas in the US and the UK.
That's amazing. And so, and why is it important for people to have, you know, like good imagery of their products? I think, you know, when people are starting out maybe, or like why do people invest so much in the photography of the products?
Yeah, because people buy with their eyes. They buy with a vision. They buy with an aesthetic and a feel and a vibe. You know, I love the word vibes. It's a vibe. People buy with their eyes. So you want your brand to look cohesive. You want it to look professional. You know, photography is so important to give your brand a story and to make it look good. At the end of the day, you want your shoot to look good, and that's why you get product photography, you know.
You're getting asked about a dimple on your cheek. We're really going like far and wide and deep with this chat, which is wonderful. But, you know, I just wanted to also ask, about as well, how did you get in photography in the first place? Like, what was your background? You know, I don't think I even know this story.
My background's actually bookkeeping. So I'm a bookkeeper. I've been an administration manager. I've been a team leader for a bunch of girls in the general merchandising sector, and I've also done admin management and bookkeeping and social media marketing for a local grocer just down the road from me. So I've kind of done it all, and I've been doing this for a few years now. But you know, that is my background. So it's the most boringest background ever. I generally don't tell anyone that. But hey,
you all know it's very necessary, as we both know at the moment, how important as a business owner administration.
Yeah, exactly. My background is business. My background is business and business management, and, you know, dealing with the ATO, which, you know, in America is something else. You know, dealing with
Oh, Homeland. Oh no, I don't know. Office of
no,
Homeland or
what's
something.
the ATO version of it in America? It's you do
IRS.
IRS, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm used to dealing with all that kind of stuff. You know, but that's the good thing. I've had this back end of organization management and finances. I was able to bring that into my business, and then also popping the creative stuff in, which is what I, you know, wanted to do for so long. And the chance I got, I just took this chance with one of my friends, and that's how we started. And then we both went our own ways. And I've got Cruz, and she's got her own other business now. So you got to start from somewhere, and then you study like shit. You study and you research, and you do everything you need to do to make sure you do it right.
But you start, and that's the important thing. Like you said, you start and you learn and you grow, and you've evolved so much in the last, even in the time that I've known you.
Yeah, exactly. And you keep evolving. You never stop growing.
Oh, I love it. Now tell me about your, I think, are you probably wearing it? Maybe your Good Vibes
No,
shirt.
I'm wearing my cruise shirt today.
You're very good at branding.
Vibes. Hey?
You're very good at the branding, wearing your branding.
Yeah, but Good Vibes Only. So Good Vibes Only is it's a well-known saying. Good vibes, good vibrations, whatever you may call it. So Good Vibes Only was started because I wanted to give back somehow, and I wanted to be able to, you know, Livell is a charity on the Gold Coast in Australia, in Queensland, Australia. You know, someone had committed suicide, and they created this charity for It Ain't Weak to Speak. And I knew about it, and I'd spoke to people about it before, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to create something to spread some good vibes. I want to create something where I can donate to a charity and everyone can contribute. It's not just me. So that's where the good vibes come about, you know. So something I can give back a percentage of every single sale I make, I send to them directly, because I think it's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that you do that.
Yeah, it's all about happiness and having a positive outlook on life, you know.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
We better answer a few more questions about Reels. I think people are just really liking telling you that they're amazing, which is very true. But do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite that you like doing, or are they all your babies?
My Reels? Oh no, I love them all. I mean, some have been like, ugh, too much, but some others have been. That is so fun. Like I don't know if I have a favorite. I think my favorite I do have, my favorite sound is the I'm an accountant one. I did that with my little sister, and that one was done before I started really going off, and it's right back in the archives of my reel that it's like, I'm an accountant. That's probably my favorite one. I want to redo that one again. So
yes, that would be so cool to see like a before and after.
Yeah, there's a couple I want to redo from like over 12 months ago that I think, you know, my following's grown, you know, hundreds of thousands so since I've done them. So I'd like to redo them better and funnier, so, you know, all my supporters can see that. Yeah.
I feel like the favorite right here is Return of the Mac. That's what we're seeing coming up.
It's got to be favorite. Yeah, Return of the Mac. And I've noticed now, I've been hearing it so often now on the radio. I feel like I hear it so much now. So yeah, Return of the Mac is a killer, because that made so many people happy, and I think it will continue to for a long time. And I think someone asked me before, why did I do Return of the Mac? And someone actually sent me the song. One of my clients sent me the song saying, oh my God, you'd be so brilliant at this song. And I was like, oh, I'll give it a go. You know, thought nothing of it. And I just got in the car. I think I did like one take, and I was like, fuck, this is so fun. I was like, Return of the Mac. And then I shared it, and then people were just like, oh my God, I found you through your car reel, Return of the Mac. Please do more. And I was like, this is so cool.
I love that. And yeah, I didn't know about remixes. Like, I've seen you do them. I've seen people posting them, and they love doing those. So I didn't want to act like a total noob. So I messaged my friend Tara Ladd yesterday, who's quite good at Reels too. And I was like, how does she do this? And she's like, remix. And I was like, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's fun.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, you can remix it, eh? And people are like, oh, like, how much do I pay you to remix it? I'm like, nothing. Yeah, nothing. You do it. I don't want your money to remix my reel. It's I get asked all the time, you know. So I think it's just remix away, because people love remixes because they're funny. If they work, you know.
It's fun to join in, and like I said, if some people aren't I don't know, don't do reels as much or are getting into it, it might be good to start with something like that where you are just joining in with a person or doing something similar, and then you can find your own flavor and the way that you want to do it. But the most important thing is showing up. And in terms of like showing your brand, you do that so beautifully. We really get to see a lot of you, and we do not, like, it isn't exaggerated. You know, don't necessarily expect that she's going to come and just be like, oh wow, but she will get to that point when you hang out.
Yes.
We will get to see that, Meg, always. So I'm so grateful for your time, and I know after being away for a week you are slammed, so I don't think we need to tell people how to find you. It's pretty easy, but please do tell us. But shout out your website, because I think a lot of people here don't realize what an amazing professional you are, and that your photography is beautiful, and that they should be going and looking at that as well as your reels.
Yeah, exactly. Cruisecreations.com.
Yeah. I mean, like, we got to get that pitch going. Yeah, Cruise Creations.
I'm hoping we're still live. Nothing's frozen, has it?
No, still getting all the love hearts and all that stuff. So we're going to wrap up, everyone. You're all good. What's that?
Answer some...
Oh, yeah, you go for it. Answer some questions. You know, I reckon this would be a lovely offering that you could do for your audience if you have time. People would love it without me.
Just kind of froze.
So
okay, yes, it's all loading now. Sorry.
Questions. Just pop questions, guys. We've got a couple minutes. Questions about reels. Maybe like the how-tos as opposed to just the comments.
Yeah. Oh, say your site. Oh, cruisecreations.com. Sorry, I speak very fast in general. Hey, creations.com. Awesome talk, ladies. Love your work, Meg. Thank you, Jenny. Your work is superb. Thank you. How do you choose your music?
She's in Melbourne.
Hey?
Jenny might come and do one of our shoots in Melbourne when we go there.
Oh, awesome. I choose my music on Reels by watching like 50 million a day. I love them. I just watch Reels as like a downtime. It's like, you know, I had a hectic day. I just lay and watch Reels. I love watching Reels. How many views does Return of the Mac have? I think about 5 million now. Do you shoot for film or digital pics? I just do digital pics. I haven't printed them. I think I had 220-something thousand followers. You are fab. Love your driving. Thank you. Love from Canada. You're great and funny. I want to read them all. I share most of your things. Make me smile. That is amazing. Thank you so much. She's so funny. Hello from Georgia. Hello from Australia. How do you remix with you? So you go to my reel and you tap the 3 little dots, and there's an option to remix this reel. And you can remix as much as you want. Oh, hi from England. Oh, I'll Return to the Mac Senate. Oh, that's so, see, like, hearing that. I hope you're okay. I lost the name. Shit. How do I get
it goes so fast.
I'm in Australia, not in the us. Australia. Oh, it keeps freezing. Sorry, love. What have I done?
No, it's still coming. They just, I think, might be frozen on your end, but yeah, they're still coming. Getting a lot of love from America. Go to sleep laughing. Love your accent.
Can I get better internet? In Australia, Vodafone is shit. If you come here, don't get Vodafone.
Truth.
Oh, nothing's loading. Damn it. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there, but you did amazing. Thank you for joining me, and I'm so excited to shoot with you again soon.
Yeah,
this is really fun.
I'll do another live another time and do another Q&A. I think this is really fun. But thanks for having me, Em. You're a bloody legend. I should be interviewing you. How about I interview you next time?
I think it'll just get, it's just everyone's like, move over, lady. We want her.
Oh, no.
I'm just like the MC. I'll just introduce you and then be like, here's the main act. We love it. But I love her too, guys. I love her too. So thank you so much. This will be, if you missed the chat, it's going to be in my main feed. We'll share it to our stories. When? Now.
Well, I said sweet. Thanks, love.
Oh, I thought you said when. And I was like,